Carolina.
This is a
Originally used to
quartering.
live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, for
What the?
me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we've ever watched.
You said,
This is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another. And it's just a matter of, you know, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united.
I'm for that, but Ukraine, you lost me at Ukraine. You lost me at Ukraine, and then uniting. But, dude, what?
So that we feed each other and make sure that, you know, we all move forward as one collective whole unit. So, you know, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good, and we all work together. And for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're all one unit, and we have to get along and work together and be normal human beings.
Folks, I just want to ask you something. Why is this guy being interviewed by Romania Newsweek? Who is this guy? Dude, this can't be real, man. Newsweek, Romania interviews Trump assassin. What? I think this is the guy because that. No, hold up. Oh, this is the guy. Oh no, this is the guy, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, is this Ryan? This is Ryan Routh, whatever this loser's name is. Wow. Why?
This is 2022.
Man, something's
together.
not right.
It seems.
Where the fuck is this guy at doing this video? That's what I want to know. What, like, folks, oh man, I gotta watch like what I say here, because I'm not trying to get anybody locked up or hurt or anything like that. We don't do that over here. I just like getting to the truth, folks. You know what I mean? Because the American people and the folks out there in the world under these crazy governments deserve to understand the truth about what's going on here. Why is this dude speaking English and he's getting interviewed by the Romanian Newsweek? Where is this at? Like, the drapes look all like, this looks like he's in like some. This all matters, folks. At least to me it does, because it's telling me like who is talking to this guy. Romania?
Asinine that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind, and just the basic moral values that are required by human beings these days. It blows my mind.
And what are you doing here in Ukraine?
My initial.
What did I just say? Dude. Oh my God. What is this guy doing? What the
goal was to come and fight. I think, you know, everybody around the globe should be motivated to come here and support the Ukrainians and support the army, no matter what gender, age.
Oh my God,
anything.
dude.
Everybody should be here supporting the army. But I'm 56, so initially they were like, well, I have no military experience. So they're like, you're not an ideal candidate. So they said, not right this minute. So plan B was to come here to Kyiv and promote getting more people here. You know, we need thousands and thousands and thousands of people here.
Can you
fighting
believe this, dude?
We-
Can you? I wanna. I wanna let you know that this dude, who paid this dude? You're saying this is the guy that did this? Somebody paid this dude to pull up there, and you're telling me he dipped out and like this is the guy? Oh my God, this is nuts. What are we seeing here? This is like all unraveling way too fast.
we need, you know, we've got 190 countries around the world, and we need thousands from all of them. If the governments will not send their official military, then we civilians have to pick up the torch and make this thing happen. And we've gotten some wonderful people here, but it's a small fraction of the number that should be here. If we have 5,000,
Folks, you're hearing this, right? He's saying you, whatever you're doing, come on, stop what you're doing. Come over here. Come over here. Especially because you're American. At this point, this is what I am seeing from this point. This is what I'm saying now. He sees that you're American. He goes, your life is good. Come over here and go fight this war. Because these motherfuckers' lives are terrible. Oh my God. He goes, we're trying to get all these country governments to send people over there. They just don't want to do it. It's our job. Yo, no. Oh my God, there's no way. Dog, can you imagine if this dude took his life, man? We would be looking at something. We'd be looking at World War III. People would be like, huh? Ukraine. What does this dude have to do with Ukraine? Oh, no. No.
to 10,000 people here fighting, you know, that is just a minuscule amount of the 5 billion people on the globe.
This dog, do you hear his accent? Bro, what are you doing over there? What the fuck?
Everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kyiv. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support the Ukrainians. We were at a critical juncture in this war where we are sitting on the fence as far as whether good or evil is going to win. You know, right now we're looking at a situation where the world is waning, and it's thinking that this is important or not. And we're at a point where, you know, all right, are we going to stand for humanity, for human rights, for everything that is good with the world, or are we just going to ignore it? You know, if everybody is complacent and doesn't join this fight, then guess who's going to win? It might take 10 years, but we're going to lose this battle if everyone around the globe does not stop what they're doing and get off the couch and come to Ukraine and defend the human rights of everyone around the globe.
Folks, you're hearing this, right? So at some point, I mean, we still have 7 minutes, 6 minutes left into this video. At some point, this guy said, you know what? No one's fighting for Ukraine. I just have to go do this today. On September 15, 2014. Like, these people are insane, bro. Like, this dude flew back from the Ukraine to come back to America. So even if this was like a noble thing of him going out, so let's back up for a second, folks, just because I like to get to understand people a little bit. And like, people make decisions, like crazy decisions, and there's always a reason why. There's always a reason why. I could see that he's going over there and he's like trying to get people to say, hey man, like this war is a little too much, and I think we need to get some eyes on it. That's one thing. You're getting people to go over there, man, to go fight this war that has nothing to do with nobody else here is this asinine, dog. But the thing is, I get it because he sees it's for a good cause. Those folks just need to go deal with all that. But that's one thing. This guy, at some point, I guess they're losing this war. And this guy goes, you know what? I don't know. I'm trying to break all this stuff down. This is so insane, dude.
This is the most important thing going on in the world today. So sitting around and letting life go on as normal and complaining about gas prices and complaining about, you know, your luxury life in whatever country you live in is unacceptable. As human beings, we must support each other. We cannot turn our backs on anyone around the world and expect the problem to go away. So I've been dealing with Russia for my entire life. You know, we had one period where it was okay, but now we've let it slip back into terrorism. So it's just, the world needs to respond. You know, why world leaders are not sending military is beyond me. We're going to have to elect new leaders the next go around that have a backbone and that, you know, have the fortitude to say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this type of behavior. This type of behavior is unacceptable anywhere, any place, you know?
So it sounds like to me that Donald Trump wants to end the war. And I don't know, man. Why? I just don't understand what his beef with Donald Trump is in this war. Like, what? Donald Trump wants to get rid of the war. Are you trying to get rid of him to stop the war here, or so you could stop him from stopping the war? Like, I'm not getting. He wants to say, he wants people to fight. That's what it sounds like. He doesn't want the war to stop. He wants people to fight. Ah, man, this can't be real, dude.
So it's totally unacceptable. And why people are not responding, I do not know.
What impressed you the most since you are here?
My trip to Irpin was pretty emotional. So, you know, going and seeing the buildings that were burned and destroyed and things of that nature. I think more emotional for me is just talking to the guys that have come here. You know, when you talk to a 20-year-old guy that sold everything he owns to come here and fight, that is heroism.
My guy, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get there's people that feel like a call to arms, but my man, this this is just not the fight, bruh. Not for just one dude. This is not for just this one dude. And there's so many other ways that you can go about this legally without trying to take someone's life. I just don't understand. Like, once again, here's what I'm trying to do here. You folks are like, what's wrong with this guy? I think I'm trying to get inside this guy's head on how he went from this to wanting to take Donald Trump's life. Like, there has to be steps to that. Like, yeah, this step. How are we getting to this step here? Like, who is this guy? What? What the? Who is? Oh, man.
You know, he's coming here to risk his life for humanity, for the Ukrainians. You know, guys that sell everything they own to come here and support the Ukrainians while others sit at home and do nothing. You know, it's totally mind-blowing how we have this divide of people that are selfless and courageous and wonderful and willing to sell everything they own to come here and support, you know, keep people from getting killed, to shelter kids and protect Ukrainians, and others that just, you know, want to sit at home and not. It's just, you know, it's an indictment of our entire human society to say, hey, you know, where do we stand? Do we stand for good, or do we just not care? I mean, does the world not care? That's the feeling that I wrestle with every day in my interactions with everybody. every one of us is responsible for the outcome of this war. Every one of us, by our actions and what we do. And, when I call back home and say, hey, I need $5 so I can, put enough money together to get a vest for a Ukrainian, and I get no response, I'm like, I'm not sure that the world is as wonderful as I once thought it was. I had thought that everyone would respond, very generously and unselfishly, and you don't have to come, but if I ask for $5 to buy a vest to save a Ukrainian life, it seems like that would be a no-brainer. But I increasingly get more disappointed in humanity.
Look, man, I feel so sorry for those Ukrainian people out there. I really do. I actually went to school with someone who is from the Ukraine, and she actually went back there to go be with her family because of the war. And my prayers go out to her and her family and those children and those families ripped and torn through that war, and the young men, the young men's lives that are being put out there into the fucking slaughter. But look here, dude. Why are you taking this out on the guy who's trying to run I just don't. None of this justifies. It all keeps coming back to this guy is so mad that no one wanted to pull up to go fight in this war. He's taking his anger out on this dude that millions of people are trying to vote for. This dude's a family man, is a father. Dude, this is crazy. The actual time period that we're in. This guy is out there. He's putting in work in the Ukraine. He said the work that I'm doing is not enough. I'm gonna go in this work instead of continuing to go do it. I'm gonna end my work and I'm gonna go to this golf course. Oh, man, I just once again I'm gonna keep painting this picture as it keeps developing. Let's continue.
And I'm beginning to question whether or not we're going to end up on the right side of this equation.
So you are working with the International Legion.
Yes.
And you are trying to convince people to help, to donate, and to join.
Yeah.
My final question is, what would you say to the people in order to convince them to join the International Legion, or to donate for it, or to be involved in the humanitarian aid to Ukraine?
Right. It's just extremely important, the whole thing. As far as joining the military, yes, if you have some military experience or know people with military experience, encouraging them to come and fight. We have units all over the place. So, there were some leadership issues initially, but we've got so many units available to us: Georgian, Crimean, Ukrainian, Territorial Defense, Foreign Legion. We have, so many paramilitary groups. I put a 74-year-old Japanese guy in a unit. So, we have girls in units. So we have two girls that are in the unit up the street. So any gender, any age, any skill level to no skill level. But yeah, if you want to fight, come here and see me, and I'll put you in a unit so you can go fight. But regardless of that, we should have thousands upon thousands of people standing here with the Ukrainians. This Maiden Square, Independence Square, we should have millions of people in this square, filling the square from every country around the world. And why we don't, I don't understand. I'm here every day with all the flags from all the supporting countries, with the memorials for the people that have died. And, I've had several people come, but just a handful, So it blows my mind that I'm standing here alone without thousands of people from every country, from Asia, from Africa, from Australia, from Canada, from everywhere in South America, every place.
Europe.
Europe, everywhere. We need everybody here. If you have no skills, just come. We need to be cheerleaders. Just being here and saying, hey, I support the Ukrainians, and I support human rights, and I support good and generosity and caring and kindness and altruism, and it's just we need to show the world that we care, And it's essential. You know, if you don't do any work at all, just being here and supporting and showing them that we care for our fellow human beings is the most important thing we can do.
Okay. What up? All right. So that video made me really upset. It makes me really upset. Interesting how this is like right at the bottom of Twitter, or Twitter has like put this at the bottom of Twitter. I've never seen this before. This is crazy. Elon Musk is crazy, dude. Can you see this? No, you can't see it. You can probably see it now, right? Yeah, you can see it now. You see that here, right? That's awesome. Shout out to Elon Musk.